When it comes to some things like an essay or coding, AI can often outperform what humans can do. So in many ways, yes, most students are leaning on AI tools. And some of the recent news articles show students are open in telling reporters, yes, we are starting to use AI as a crutch. We are becoming entirely dependent on these systems and outsourcing much of our education to them. Students know that they are now reliant on this tool, and it doesn't feel great. But the reality is, John, AI is here to stay. This is a general purpose technology like electricity. We're going to rebuild our world on top of it. So we have to assume students are using this technology, and we have to test for that knowledge in new and much more challenging ways, right? That is the only way you can prevent cheating, is to assume it's a part of what students do at home, and you test for material now in much more challenging ways, and we foster different types of skills and center different skills in the age of these supercomputers. So it's the challenge is going to be twofold. So there's going to be what I call the cognitive crisis, where skills are going to atrophy because they weren't actually fostered and nurtured in school. And then the confidence crisis, where kids were so dependent on AI that they lose confidence in their own ability to solve problems and to think critically. So the problem becomes twofold and gets magnified. So our only way to face this head on is to design school for these new technologies.
Oh, wait, does that just mean more funding? Because that's what teachers' unions are going to hear. We have to redesign school. Oh, we need more funding. We need more funding. We need more funding.
Of course. So here's the question, Kate. Let's just say they're going to find some compromise. They're going to find some way to use AI, whether that be the students or the teachers, to some degree, not all the time. The question is, will this benefit young people when they get out into the real world, when they go to college or when they graduate from college? Will using AI in class or in all the ways they're using it, is that going to help them in the real world? Isn't that an important question?
Well, you had two separate questions there. You said in college and then after. In college, absolutely they can use their AI. It's an extension of K-12 anyway.
Right.
But coming out of college, then going out into the real world, it's not a matter of, well, they could just look it up in Google. It's that the people are becoming so dependent, addictive. They use the term that the one kid said it's like a painkiller. If you don't get that like dopamine rush from getting the answer using your AI or just being able to rely on something, and you're in a situation at a job where you're face to face talking to another human being, not a computer, and you can't critically think for yourself at all because all you've ever done is figure things out using AI, what are you going to be able to do in that instance? Are you going to become more anxious? Are you going to then blame the world and society for ruining you even more? We already have a generation that is depressed and reliant on their technology. You give them the go for it with AI. We just have to think differently. We being the adults who are still remembering a life before AI, we're going to get to a point where these kids are never going to not have used AI, and then what? Because if old fogies then like me are going to be gone, helping them in how to use it properly, we're all in trouble. Like, we are all in trouble.